My name is Carrie, and most of you know me from the paper craft side of the store. And we're going to be going over cut-apart cards today. We have quite a few customers who have been intimidated to step into card making. They say, oh, I would love to make cards, but I don't know how to stamp, or I don't know how to do this, I don't understand the embossing. And there's lovely techniques that you can join us for a free card class every Thursday from 11 to 12, and plenty of other classes where you can come learn stamping and other wonderful card making techniques. But what I'm going to show you today is that by using the cut-aparts that so many of our paper lines come with now, you can make cards in a snap and no stamping involved. So what I'm going to start with today is this is a lovely line from American Crafts and Jen Hadfield, and what they've given us along with some stunning other pieces are 3 separate cut-apart sheets. You'll notice there's gorgeous graphics, lovely sentiments, room for happy birthday cards, general cards, saying hello, thinking of you, birthday, a lot of different things, just thankful, and a lot of warm and cozy thoughts for fall, all on here so you can make a variety of cards to give as a gift set for a hostess gift if you're going over to a friend's house, or just a general gift or for you to use for yourself.
So when you say cut apart, you mean that you're actually going to cut this sheet of paper apart?
This is a sheet of paper that on the back side you could use as a whole, but really this front side was designed to be used cut apart, not as the whole in your paper crafting. They work great on scrapbooks too, corner embellishments or sentiments for the page, but we have found that they work beautifully for card making. You just line them up. This is our Caterpillar Pro, and he illuminates the edge, which makes it nice and easy to cut. It really doesn't take much to get started at all. Like I said, this particular collection, which is so lovely for fall, had 3 separate sheets for us. Now, I went ahead in the interest of time so you wouldn't just have to watch me cut.
Thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome. And this, if you cut those sheets apart, are all the elements that you have to play with for your card. What you'll find is you really don't need much more than a card base. We have our bases in a variety of packages. So this is a 10-pack of cards and envelopes, and they match. And they come in a variety of colors. This one's called Kaleidoscope. This set here that I used with the Jen Hadfield collection is a recycled paper. It's a birch cardstock, and I'm not sure if the camera's picking up the little bit of flecks and grains in it.
A little bit, yeah, it's hard with the reflection. Oh, a little bit, yeah, we get it now.
Okay,
yes.
great.
Yes.
So anyway, I just thought it would go really nicely with kind of the natural feel of this line. So that's what I used for the base on these, and you'll find, I'm just going to use an envelope as a base. Once you start playing with these, you don't really have to do much. You can layer the small sentiments and the large ones, kind of swap them out on the space. You start playing. If you have kids that enjoy crafting with you, again, it's something they can join in and do too. This collection has, in addition to the larger papers, has the small pad as well, the 6x6.
Okay.
And I love this for the card making because you can get a whole collection of those papers, smaller versions of the sentiments. Really, these 2 elements is all you need. What I did is, once I cut them apart, I started kind of stacking them. Went into this and decided, well, that would look nice on that, maybe with a thinking of you. And then I'll just go ahead and turn the page, and what would look nice with this? Maybe the happiness is homemade. And start adding, this one is so gorgeous on its own, just a thanks.
Mm-hmm. So you build up your pages temporarily, so when you're ready, you have something already kind of put together.
Right, and you'll see how easy it is once you have those components cut up to really plan out the cards and go from there.
Yes.
Once you've done that, next step.
This thing, I just wanted to turn this around.
Okay.
It's just so nice. I want to read
read all the sentiments, and I'm sorry I've got them so scattered there. But let me just, maybe we'll go ahead and put one together, okay?
Yes,
so,
definitely.
You Are My Home, I thought was a lovely sentiment. So most of these cards that come in these collections, these are our smaller cards. You'll find that they are 4 1/4, if I just do that measurement, by 5 1/2.
So that covers the front of the card.
That will now cover the front face of the card. When you're doing your card making, your cards will come creased. I'm not sure if that's picking it up. but not folded.
Yes, so you know where to fold it.
Right.
Yes.
So you just match up those end corners is the best way. Put some pressure down and take it to the spine of that fold. A lot of people are like, well, I do my cards, Karye, and then as soon as I put anything on them, they just fold out. Really, a bone folder is a very good tool.
Oh,
okay,
I didn't know that.
Really sets that crease.
Okay.
Now you've really kind of worked into that cardstock grain, and you have
What
a
a difference.
see a nice stiff,
I am
rigid
learning
card there.
stuff here because
Okay,
I
good.
didn't
That's
know
the
that.
goal.
Wow.
So your card face now will fit that.
Yes.
Your sentiment, you can decide which way to position it. Okay, really very easy. You could just stay with that. You could build from there. One thing that's lovely about this line is you could really get elaborate if you want to, and you don't have to, again, do any stamping. They've got this pack here with all of these individually cut forms. You can see how many are on there. The critters are so darn cute. And then they have foiled rub-ons you can add for sentiments.
So hold on, I have a question.
Yes.
These here are like little chipboard?
They are just little cardstock pieces.
Cardstock. Oh, so you just add
Just
your...
add them, and you're going to use your
I
double
love
stick
these.
adhesive and layer
Okay.
them on. I didn't
Okay.
do it for any of my models. I wanted to show you really how easy it is to do
Simple for
just
now.
with the paper. But like I said, say you were having some friends over, you guys were doing, a fall, a little early fall gathering, you wanted to do some card making together. Just getting all these pieces, you would have so much to play with this collection.
Definitely.
The small pad, the large paper, the rub-ons. So, like I said, so much to play with. One of my favorite things that American Crafts does now with a lot of their collections, for card makers specifically, is they have these sticker packets. They have your sentiments that you're looking for those general cards that you make. Congratulations, thanks, thinking of you. In the round seals and the longer tabs. And so easy to use, again, coordinating with whichever graphic you choose.
Wow.
All in the same
It's
colors.
all ready.
It's all ready to go. So specifically
So
for
no
card
cutting
makers.
with that. It's
Yeah.
just prepared for you.
Ready to go, no extra
So do they
adhesive
kind of
needed.
snap out? Okay, yeah, you just push them out of their little...
Yeah, so again, I didn't choose to use any of those elements, not that I don't love them, because I do, but because I wanted to show you really how easy it is to do these cards without anything other than the paper, okay? So this one I thought was gorgeous. This is just a sweater print paper, and then I thought this was really cute.
Oh, it is. I just realized the paper, yeah.
Yeah, hold on to what keeps you warm, and then one of the little small tabs was the little firewood logs all cut into
my
a heart. So I
gosh.
thought, again, you can see how quick and easy these will
Yes.
layer together. And to give you an idea of what they look like done, as I showed you, the Happiness is Homemade I thought looked lovely on that arrow paper. Now sometimes I won't cut the card face to cover the whole card. So I cut it to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I decided, I wanted some of that card base, that fleck to show through.
Yes.
So I took an inch off of it, and by centering that and then adding it, I feel like it really actually made the card pop a bit more.
Yes, and you did something special here.
Yes, I did. I used our
I'm going
pop-up
to try to
adhesives.
show you what she did. You see there's a little cushion there. So what is this?
Those are your pop-up adhesives, your
Okay,
foam
hold on, I'll
adhesives.
come close here.
So these are
Okay.
double stick adhesives.
Yes. They're all square, right? Okay.
No, we have square, we have round.
Okay.
The other thing that's really nice is you'll notice we have these from a few different companies. And so 3D foam squares, you'll find them in this packaging.
Okay.
EK Tools has them in the square and in the round, and you'll notice I have 2 packages of square, 2 packages of round. The difference being the thickness, 1/8 inch or 1/16. Sometimes you want a little bit,
A little thicker.
a little lift, and sometimes you want a little bit more. And one of the
Okay.
models that I've done, I did both.
Okay.
So you can see what it's like when you add both dimensions. American Crafts and Sticky Thumb now have the black foam adhesives.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's really nice because if you're crafting in darker colors, sometimes you don't want to have maybe that side
That
view
white-
with
white
that white popping
showing
through.
up, yep.
So we do, this is new this year. This was released in January. The new from American Crafts to have the foam dimensional adhesives
Okay.
for us too.
That really creates a nice 3D dimension.
And even if, you'll notice if you buy cards, when they have something that adds that dimension, it really does make a difference. It
Oh,
kind of,
yeah.
adds something special to the
so
card.
I'll show our audience just so they can see. Yeah, very, very interesting how easy these are to make.
And you'll notice this one I did do the 1/16 thickness on this
Oh,
on
I
this
see.
piece, and the thicker.
Let's just show the difference. Oh, yes. Do you see, guys? Yes, audience? Yes. Okay.
So on this corner, I used the 16 so it would balance out with the 1/8 on the other three corners.
It sticks out a little more.
So it gives you that extra layer. The other thing I want to point out is
Thank you, Andrea, for joining us. She says so quick and easy. It
yes,
is so
it's
true.
so quick and easy.
Yes.
The other thing you'll notice is, like I said, I had cut this to the same size as my card face, the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I decided to take that inch off to showcase more of that lovely card base that we started with. What I did then was when I went to make the next card, I was like, well, I like that 1 inch strip that I cut off of there. So that's the piece you see here. You keep all those scraps. They work beautifully on your cards. You're working on a smaller surface. Now, I think the reason I love this type of card making is because I'm a scrapbooker at heart. So this is for me. You design your layout, you fill your page, and you add the sentiments, and that's what I love. Sometimes we like to add ribbon to them. It's really not a difficult thing to work with. If you've cut that card face, you just come around, tie that bow, no worries, snip him off. You don't have to pre-measure. It allows you to do that without having to worry about how do I stick it to the card. You've stuck it to that card face, then you'll take your adhesive to it and lay that down.
So you don't see it inside.
You don't see it inside. It's hidden on the back of your card face. Your adhesive holds everything in place then.
And it's amazing just giving it an angle, how it just creates a completely different design.
It really does. A lot of times, and I do it with my scrapbooking too, I'll lay everything out. If it's all square and I don't like it, okay, set it askew, and sometimes that's all it needed. But
beautiful.
if you look at this is, I think, a lovely card, but really look at it. It's one piece of paper to cover the front, one cut apart, and a piece of ribbon. Not much more to it, but sometimes simple is just lovely.
It's the best.
Now, I'm a bit of a sap, that's why I work in scrapbooking. So part of why, and I geek out over paper, part of why I loved this collection is I thought, wouldn't it be nice for place cards if you actually did cards? For everyone in the family. So when I went through and selected these, a lot of times I'll have my friend Tracy over at Thanksgiving, and my daughter Brittany is away at New York. So happiness is homemade, and you are my home, and home is where the heart is, and let's cuddle. That's totally my daughters who went away to college on me. Thankful for you and thinking of you. That's my mom. My son, he's getting into his manly phase. Tried to make this one a little more boyish. Use some of the red wood and let your light shine. We're really trying to encourage him. So I kind of did these thinking, wouldn't they be lovely to actually put on somebody's plate instead of just a place card? If you're doing Thanksgiving, something just a little bit more warm, a little more fun.
It's very personalized.
Right.
Yes.
So like I said, that's kind of what I did as I was selecting these. I did a few extra cards when I was done with that. Again, you don't have to use just the larger cut aparts. This is just a series of the 3 smaller ones. I thought that daisy was so bright and fun, and the happiness is homemade, and joy.
We have the little
your dimensionals.
Dimensional stickers, stickies. How do you call them again?
Your pop-up adhesives is what most people call them. But you can call them whatever. People come in the store all the time. I want the thick, sticky things. You can call them anything. We speak craft. Do it any way you want. So here you'll notice something a little bit different. Again, I trimmed down that base card, but what I decided to add was washi tape. Now, for those of you who haven't worked with washi tape, this is the coolest stuff ever. So washi tape is fun. It adds sparkle, it adds pattern. Sometimes the pattern it adds feels like it adds texture. This is the Gold Crackle. This is from Little B. Okay, Little B does so many gorgeous washi tapes for us. Now, one of my favorite things about washi tape, let's just go ahead and we'll maybe play around a little bit. I'm going to move these.
Okay, we're making some room here.
Okay, so washi tape, what a lot of people don't realize, washi tape is made with a non-permanent adhesive. And what that means is if you're at that point, you lay it down, you're like, oh, it's crooked. No problem. It will lift right back up. It will not do any damage to what you're working on. Now, what that also means is when you lay it down and you want it to stay, that's where your bone folder is going to come in handy again, because you really kind of want to marry it to your paper. So let's go ahead and we're going to cut this guy down 5 1/2 and 4 1/4. Okay, if he's my card front, let's say I wanted to use, maybe a lovely leaf washi tape. Or here's one. This is a new one from Echo Park for fall. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get him out of the package. We've got the leaves. We've got some special ones in for fall, the orange with the gold dot. We've got the plaid. The plaid will be fun on this. Okay, and so with the washi tape, again, they're a non-permanent adhesive. They're kind of smooth and waxy. And I'm not finding the start on him, so we're going to try this. Okay, so let's say I did this guy. I stuck him down. He's crooked. I don't like him.
Oh, Oh, how
There's no damage,
easy
there's
was
no
that?
residue. A
Yes.
lot of people will use washi tapes to trim out frames, change them for the season. We
Yes.
have really adorable tape that is a little Santa belt. You've seen we have the leaves for fall,
Yes.
so they will decorate their frames knowing there's not going to be any sticky residue. It's a seasonal quick change. You can miter the corners because you can stick it down like that. So say this was a frame. I don't have to be too overly cautious. I can just go down the side. Wait till you see this. It rips, you don't need scissors. Down the side, and you might be thinking, well, Karye, that's really not that cute on the corner. And I went and
Hopefully
ripped
you'll
him.
do something with that.
Yes, I will do something with that. Remember, he lifts and makes him easy to work with. So what happens if I take my scissors
Okay, I want to see here what you're doing.
and I snip from corner to corner?
Oh, so it's cutting both layers.
This is called mitering your corner. And because I can slide that out and slide that out.
Oh my goodness.
So you do that on a frame.
Yes.
It's perfection each time
yeah.
because it will lift and because it will work with you when you craft.
Remember, guys, you can rewind this and play it again. So that was a good technique.
And you can come in the store and play with us. We have a great
Yes.
time. We do tons of make and takes. But you can see where that washi tape, whether you're going to use it around a card or a frame, washi tape is your friend. It adds some sparkle, some shine. We have so many with the foils, with the textures.
So what did you say that we should do if we want it permanent?
If you want it permanent, if you want that to really stay down,
Yes.
if I do a card, what I'll do, say I wanted him really on there. Like I said, it's not going to be permanent, but it'll give you more stain pattern.
Yes, yes.
Take your bone folder, marry the two. That's what
Okay.
I tell people to do, is go ahead, really lay them down like you mean it.
Okay.
So trim your washi tape on the back of your card.
There you go. It's
He's
there.
not going to lift
Yeah.
on the edges
Okay.
now. You can pry him off if you need to, but you can tell it's a tougher
It's-
pull now.
yes,
That
okay.
way your card's not just going to fall apart coming out of the envelope. And so it gives you a
Exactly.
much better seal and much better adhesion when you use that bone folder to do that. So
Beautiful.
another one of my favorite things in card making, and probably the tape I would go for with this, is glitter tape. Love,
Oh,
love,
who doesn't like glitter?
love glitter tape. Now the glitter tape is different and not to be confused with your washi tape. Because if I lay this down,
Oh.
he's got a bit more tack.
Okay.
Okay, so sometimes you can pry him off, sometimes not without a risk.
Okay.
So a ton of sparkle though. Look at how gorgeous it is. Great color, great sparkle. My favorite glitter tapes that we carry, we get these from Best Creations, and the value and how much sparkle you get to craft with. 5.5 yards there for $2.49.
Okay.
That is a ton of cards.
So you
a
need
lot of
to know
sparkle.
the difference between the two, though, because
glitter
you're
tape and the
expecting
washi
to
tape.
pull it out and move it around.
And we do try to make that easier in the store. I do have a washi tape section.
Okay.
And all of those are separate. They're on one side of the embellishments aisle. On the other side of the embellishments aisle, the area I call my bling and blooms aisle, you'll find the glitter tapes in there, and that wall is done by color.
Okay.
And so they are separated from the washi tapes to
Okay.
help you avoid that confusion.
Okay.
Okay?
Good, good. And they can always ask you too, because
Yes,
you're
of
here
course.
and,
A lot.
You're always ready to help.
So, and we love what we do here. We love questions. We love helping you plan projects. Glitter tape too, we'll just rip for you. Okay? Nice and easy. Because this is a card face, I actually don't have to trim it.
Oh, I see.
Fold
Yeah,
that
so
back.
Then you just glue the whole piece to the card front.
If you're using some of your pop-up, your foam adhesives, you're just going to take them off the tag. Spread them out. If it's a larger piece, sometimes I just don't want it to have any bow or give in the middle. So a little extra support never hurt. They're very easy to peel off the back. So easy adhesives to work with, easy pieces to put together. Now, I think I want him trimmed just a little smaller. I'm going to come over here to my caterpillar.
So again, I mean, the pieces are cut, they're the way they are on the sheet, but you can do whatever you want
You
with
can
them.
modify
You can
them, yeah.
Cut them down or... Oh, now it's going to fit that.
And now it'll fit better. We'll work him in there, we'll add adhesive, and then we'll just take adhesive. You can use double stick tape,
Okay.
okay? For your double stick tape, if I was going to stick this down to my card face, again, Crafting and making cards is really not too complex. Just rip. You don't have to get out your scissors each time. This allows you to take it to the edge nice and easily.
Yes.
Now, some of my other favorite adhesives for crafting and card making. This is a tape runner. Okay, if you haven't used one of these guys, this is a speed tool. Okay, this is going to lay down your double stick tape, but you're never going to have to peel it back. Okay, so if you watch, it has a little textured point for you to put your finger on to apply that pressure. Are you able to see where that laid that down?
Oh yeah, we see the line.
Okay.
See the reflection, guys?
Can you see the little segments to him? This is why he is my personal favorite.
Oh, okay.
The Easy Runner, because of that segmented separation, will corner for you. So if you're ever doing any round pieces, sometimes I do round and oval cuts in my scrapbooking or card making, this guy will corner like a dream.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I see what you're saying. We don't really see. Oh yes, we do see it. Do you see it, guys? We see the little sections. Okay. Wow, that makes it easier when you do a curve or. Okay.
Tombow has a great tape runner. This one lays down more of an adhesive than a solid tape. I find that he works beautifully and sticks really, really nicely if you're adding ribbon. Okay, a lot of those other ones that maybe don't catch ribbon, the Tombow permanent adhesive does, and it has a lovely refill pack too.
Okay, good to know.
This is another important friend. Okay, so this guy, I have great glue sticks in my department, and one thing to make sure that you all know, all the adhesives that are in my department are separated from the other adhesives in the store for two reasons. One is that they are ideal for paper crafting. They aren't going to ripple or mess up your papers. The other is that they're all acid free and photo safe if you're using them in scrapbooking. So if you purchase them over on the scrapbooking side of the store, you know that they are acid free, they are photo safe, and they are designed for paper crafting, so you have no worries there. This guy is special. You'll notice, look for the red cap, that he will work on glue. I mean, he will work on wood and paper. Extra strong. He's made by Pioneer. And so I've had a lot of people, you saw this gorgeous glitter tape. We have a lot of sugared papers, okay, that are really glittered and textured, and people are like, I love them, but I can't get anything to stick on top of them if I'm doing, say, using it as a mat for a photo, using it on a scrapbooking page. Karye, what do? This is your solution. Okay, because he'll work on natural fibers, because he'll work into the grain of things and still have great adhesion. He's the little hero with the red cap. Okay? Yes. So we've shown you kind of some basic card making with these. Yes, some adhesive lessons. Yes. The other thing I wanted to show you, the other line that we got already in for from American Crafts for fall, this is the line from Pebbles. So say that this outdoor line felt a little too serious. This is the collection that we got from American Crafts and Pebbles, and these little characters are so stinking cute. And again, they've given us 2 cut-apart sheets to work with. Lovely background papers. And you'll see all I did was add ribbon, some foam adhesives, but these little characters I thought were so adorable. The other thing that's really, really fun about the Pebbles line, and a lot of our paper lines do this now, is remember when I told you, you save every scrap because you're going to use them. They make sure that this, on one side, that is your barcode and the name of the paper. On the other side, you cut that off and it's a trim. So that is the trim piece from the plaid paper.
My goodness, you're not wasting anything.
That is the trim piece from this cut apart. This cut apart, if you flip them over, that trim piece is that little flower. So that is not a washi tape, but it's an embellishment as soon as you use it as such.
Yes.
Just take that tape runner to the back of him, and that's the belt on that card.
Oh my goodness.
So all those little pieces, no matter how small, are still great for your card making.
So save everything, guys.
Save them, save them. Okay, I'm going to show you one more quick embellishment. Okay. So I'm not sure how many people are familiar with Stickles. Okay, Stickles are so much fun. Okay, this is a precision glitter glue. We have tons of colors. I would say probably at least 40 colors over there. Okay, so you can get really specific, different shades of gold, but watch what it'll do for your cards. Again, it's a very, very fine tip. So that allows you a lot of control. Now, I do recommend shaking them down first to kind of burp the air out.
Okay.
Okay, that way you're not pushing an air bubble to start with.
Okay, you're getting it ready.
And you'll be able to see the glitter moving in the tip once you're there. But what this does to a card is it adds precision glitter and shimmer. Look at how easy it is to do that fine, thin line. exactly where and how you want it.
And again, it gives dimension.
It gives dimension.
Brings it to life.
Right. And it dries fairly quickly. Again, it comes in different colors. And because you're doing such a small amount, the stuff lasts forever. So you find yourself a few colors you know you're going to use. I have my greens and my gold. I love the brown, especially if I'm using it on any shading areas. I've done this with some cards that we've done that have floral. And if you take, say, the crease in a rose and you hit it with that same shade that's in the flower on those creases with the glitter, it just really comes to life. Like you said, it adds dimension, it adds shimmer.
Yes.
On the leaves, I've done it like it would be great with the white. We have one that's called Sugar, and it does just the white. To do the little dots on the mushroom.
Oh, yeah.
Do the center of the flower. Do the buttons on the little gnomes.
Yes.
Just little touches. It doesn't take much. You don't want to overkill, but that little bit of shimmer.
And again, it's a technique that doesn't take a lot of time, but it makes a big difference on the result of the card.
It really does. And like I said, here, we'll work him down. Here we go. And now it looks like you used a specialty paper that was glittered. Honestly, when they're done and they're dry, the glue medium kind of goes away and all you're left with is the sparkle stuck to the page.
Beautiful, beautiful. Can you see that, guys?
So,
we
have one more thing.
All right.
Okay, I'll just explain, not show, because I know I've gone long. Okay, so I love these cut-aparts beyond just the cards. Like I said, I could see you using this particular series at your table, but another thing that I've done with them is here I just ran over to Floral before we started. I grabbed a simple vase and just a couple of their lovely fall pieces that they have coming in. Now you can take these cut-aparts that we love, and I thought, okay, some of these sentiments maybe aren't ideal for cards, but they're maybe better for decor pieces. So Together is my favorite place to be, You and Me. We have packets of woodsies. A lot of you know we have dowels in the center of the aisle, the long ones, but not everybody knows we have these packets pre-cut. You don't have to saw them down. But I have a great glue for wood.
We know that already.
Yes. I would just take my tape and hit each side. And it gets easier because you're going to stick a lump in the middle, okay? Give them a little bend. Do your tape on each side. Match it up.
Back to back.
Because you know what? Those cut-aparts were sized exactly the same size. You would take your wood glue there, hit your tape on the other side, and work those into your bouquet.
Oh,
okay, to add
like
extra fall decor. Yeah, so for your centerpiece,
Yes.
Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy, and then the little stag.
Yes.
And Happy Day, and Love, and Hello, and You Are My Home, and This Is My Happy Place, and It's a Beautiful Day.
Yes.
All of those popped out of your fall bouquet.
Yes. Beautiful.
Okay, so just another little decor idea. We've stuck them on blocks. The larger ones for the larger cut-aparts, these are 99 cents. The smaller ones, you could do little fall decor blocks. Use your cut-aparts in a number of ways. For cards, for home decor, and it all ties in together.
On wood, you would use
you would use our little friend here. Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
I've learned. I listened.
Okay, great. Well, I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me here at Ben Franklin.